Hello. Is anyone there?
Hello everyone, I'm Pedro from Event,
Hi, I'm Vinny. Good to see you again.
and we are YC founders, and we're going to be reacting to some Shark Tank videos today.
Yeah, one more episode. Let's go.
Accommodation.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Brett Ellenson, and I'm from Tempe, Arizona.
And my name is David Soderman, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
Our company is Boho Camper Vans. We are seeking a $300,000 investment in exchange for 10%. Boho Camper.
Wow, yeah. So 3 million in valuation, right? It's pretty pretty high.
I don't know you, Vinny, but do you also calculate the valuation quickly, like on your head, or like because you see that the sharks sometimes they have like a calculator and they put on the pen and like to come up with the numbers, or it what do
I
you
don't know. I
think
think it's
happens
just
there?
maybe part of the program as well, just to show them doing something.
Yeah, I don't know what happens. Yeah.
Vans is changing the way that people travel and live through one simple yet powerful word: freedom.
We hear the word freedom all the time, but most of us never get to truly experience it. The average American is swimming in debt, tied to an inflexible work schedule, and is just trying to keep up with the cost of living.
That's
Most of
so
us feel
like flexible work life Americans. Like I've come from Latin America. That's an inflexible life. Like living in America, man. Like it's people do not know what they're talking about. They just need to travel outside the U.S. to see how great the American life still is.
Yes, yes. They don't have like even for me that live here in New York, it's not compared to some of the big cities in Latin America. The traffic it's so that it's jammed. Like you lost so much time doing nothing.
And the salaries are so high in the U.S. That's one thing that you cannot compare. Like if you have salaries in the U.S. today, like they're much higher than anywhere else in the world. Yeah.
we'll never catch up, and there must be a better way to experience life.
Boho Camper Vans is giving people back that freedom. We rent and we sell them. So whether you're looking for the tiny home on wheels for your short-term adventure or the ability to live on the road full-time, Boho Camper Vans has everything you need.
And that's why people here can afford those things, right? They can live out of their home, like they have their own home that is usually amazing, and they can still afford going outside and stay a long time on the road because it's not cheap, right? It's not cheap to traveling and rent a van like this or buy a van like this. And now this post pandemic and everything, like this market just increased so much. Like everyone is looking for
Yeah.
those, one of those home vans.
Exactly. I mean, me and Vinny, we actually, when we started an event with Mauricio, we had three co-founders. We used to travel, and sleep on the car. It was like a very simple car. Like it was not like a five-seater or something. It was just a very simple car. We purchased this for like $3,000, and that was the car that we had. And we slept on the car, and it was very comfortable. And we did this for many days. I remember there
Yeah.
was one time that we came from a trip, and then we basically parked the car, and we had to go to meeting at 9 a.m. It was like 3 a.m. Like we just slept inside the airport, and like nobody caught us, at least, so we could sleep 5 hours. So that was the best sleep ever that we had when building the company. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we didn't have access to like a sink, or I don't know. I can see maybe probably a bed over there.
Comfortable
Let's see.
beds, kitchenettes with running water, solar-powered electricity,
Yeah, solar
pull-out
power.
countertops, and more. The best part? You can take them anywhere.
Mobile living is not a new concept, but Boho Vans is different because we cater to a broader demographic. Our vans are affordable, easy to drive, and let's be honest, extremely photogenic. Shark Tank. Let's help people live more with less. Who wants to join this movement?
But first,
Let's try
who
it.
wants to check out this?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. Mhm.
very nice pitch. I think they're trying to use this big trend. Like it's a huge trend right now. People are really they don't want to stay at home anymore, but also they don't want to go to like airports and be in TSA like a long time. Like you spend so much time on TSA on all the security process check-in. So people want to have a lot of freedom and autonomy to go anywhere, and they still have a good place to eat, and be affordable.
Yeah, let us all in there.
One thing on that is that that's a solution that's specific to the US, right? Because if you're thinking about other countries, you don't have all these programs, like TSA, Clear, pre-check, like all these programs are built because they're available in the US only. So you're building a business that's domestic. So that's a thing that you cannot scale internationally, for example, with the same appeal.
Yeah, I see this pretty a good fit for Canada and the US, maybe some countries in Europe as well. Yeah.
This looks like totally fun.
Yeah, we try to make it look like a tiny home.
And this is also a big movement here. I've seen like a teeny homes in the US that are even like programs, I think on BBC or Discovery. They do those. They call designers to build their own teeny homes. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
Combining all those ideas.
Right?
If it had a shower.
Yes.
If it had
You guys
a shower.
take it in.
Running water.
Yes.
So there's,
You can actually hit the switch right under the countertop right there. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, okay, sink works.
Yep.
And what's it take to do a shower?
They're on the
actually
back.
have
We can
showers,
show it to you.
There's a shower back there.
I gotta
Like so much luxury. Like you can even take a shower. I don't know. Like if you go camping, like I don't know, you're gonna fight to have a place to shower.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't see that too often.
Yep. We got the shower here. But here's something that you actually really
Oh,
gotta
you
love.
kidding?
Wow.
So we actually do butcher block countertops.
That's
This
how
comes
it's
out
better
about
than
another.
what I have at home. Like it's what's this premium? What is this material? That's more expensive than what I have.
So
Yep. We got the shower here. But here's something that you actually really.
Yeah, like you mentioned like the time we started and we were traveling to visit customers. If we imagine like raising this $300,000, we were definitely gonna buy a van like this. This is gonna be the first. What's gonna be the first thing gonna use your money? You're like gonna buy a van to travel and visit our customers.
When we have our first investor, when we did our first seed round, the investor told me like, we're fine that you spend money anyhow, as long as you don't buy an expensive car. He actually told me that, like, don't buy an expensive car. I think expensive van applies to the same category, just don't buy this crazy shit if you have investor money. They don't like that. Yeah.
Oh, you kidding?
So we actually do butcher block countertops. This comes out about another 3 feet, and you can do all your cooking under here.
How fun is this?
Extra storage.
It's really cool.
Thank you.
What's your background? How did you get into this?
The idea came from a trip. So I went with my girlfriend to Maui, and we explored the island in a camper van. So we came back and realized no one was doing this in Phoenix. And it's such a hot tourism town, and everybody rents their cars and they go to the Grand Canyon, and lodging up there is the suspect. So I called Brett because I know he's a really great builder. He's a master at his crafts. So we discussed it over one night, and the next couple of days we bought a van and got to work.
My background is machining and fabrication. I've been doing tool and die work since I've been 14 years old.
What's your background?
My background, I went to school for design and marketing. We started this as a passion. We wanted to just use it, and maybe make a little money on the side if we weren't using it. And then we couldn't even use it because it was booked up so much.
Wow.
So we built another one and another.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, showing some traction, right? Like I built that for myself, but I realized there was so much interest, like there was so much hype with my product that I couldn't even use that. So it's good to show that like you have market fit, right?
But that's an interesting factor because I got this from a client once. Like if you build a very popular product, you're thinking, I'm going to explode because a lot of customers are going to talk about us and we're going to be the next big thing. There is a caveat to that, is that sometimes people don't want to share your solution because they think like, this solution is too good, I'm going to keep to myself and not share with my competitors. So you really got to promote your product like through the referrals, and sometimes you got to push it. It's not natural, like you have to push it out so more people know about your success.
One.
So you have a whole bunch of them.
We have 5 vans in our rental
You have
fleet,
5
and we've sold 12.
And you sold 12.
How much would you rent this out for?
It comes out to be just under $200 a night, and we have a 3-night minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And once you buy it or trick it out, how much are you into the van for?
For our rental vans, we're into them right at about $20,000.
That's it, huh? That's not bad.
That's
Yes.
it. Because
Wow.
we're buying the vans, we're sourcing them
that's
used.
On a $20,000
Yeah, it's not expensive, really.
For in the US, 20,000 is nothing. Yeah.
van, how much revenue can you generate in a year?
So we're doing about $2,000 a month per van.
Would you say you pay back a van within a year?
8 months.
8 months.
8 months.
How many of you guys sold for people?
So payback is something interesting because payback is the time that it takes for you to. So you buy the vehicle, how long does it take to you to recoup the money, get it back in terms of leases and everything? Usually it's 24 months. Like 8 months, it's amazing. It's like a 3x acceleration number. So that's really good.
People to live in, literally live in.
So out of the 12 vans that we've sold, it's basically half of them.
Yeah.
Half of the people actually live on.
We see this as mobile real estate. We see this as kind of the next level of living.
What gives you guys an edge and a difference? And how do you scale this?
Yeah, and they talking about like really living, because if you go to California or here in New York, you're gonna see a bunch of people living in their cars. So buying a house today in the US is so expensive that can definitely be a big market for them when it comes to like not just home mobile, because there is this market, right? Like with these VRs, people buy this, they have their actual home and they buy a VR to travel. But that can be a market itself, just like a people that they cannot afford for a place to live, but they can buy this van to live.
Yeah, it's like the same thing that Airbnb did. They created space where there is not space theoretically. Like you have a house and the house is used for your home, and then they decided like maybe we can put another person here and make that as a business. We can make money out of this spare room that you're doing. So basically, if you convince people to sleep in a new way that's not available today, like you can convince people to sleep in the forest or in a beach house, right? That in the sand. If you convince them and you're able to charge for that, that's a good business idea. The whole thing is about convincing and make it suitable for living.
Yes.
Model beyond a master craftsman.
So first off, they're very affordable in this space. We have lots and lots of people that have reached out to us just wanting to get on our list to build a van.
Tell me what fitting it out like that cost.
This van was $15,000 used, and we charged $29,000 for this build out.
And I'm curious, how long does it take you to actually do
I didn't get
that
that.
van?
So they charge $29,000 to build, but the van is $20,000.
Yeah, I don't know
get
like
that.
how they buy for 20,000 and they
Maybe-
sell for 29. And
Maybe the van is 20,000 and then like added cost is like 50,000. I don't know. Let's see.
Right now, we have our process just under 3 weeks.
And do you have any debt?
Nope.
Zero.
No
Good
debt.
for you.
So how much did you make in the last year?
So in the last 8 months in 2019, we're at 195,500 net.
Wow.
Net or
That's
sales?
good.
Sales.
So our sales total this year, calendar year, 493,000.
And that's interesting because it was pre-pandemic, right? 2019.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably their business grew a lot.
Wow.
195 net?
Wow. Really?
Good
That's
for
really
you guys. That's
impressive.
impressive.
So you're looking for money from us.
Yes.
What are you going to do with that money?
So I'm going to take the money and I'm going to put it into manufacturing and get it so we can actually have finished pieces ready to go in the van, and we can hire on just installers because everything's
it's like
pre-cut,
prefab.
prefab. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's go to the numbers because I'm a numbers guy. So if I'm an investor, what am I going to make next year?
So this year we're going to project to be at 800,000 in sales
Okay.
by the end of the year. So next year we're projecting 1.9.
1.9?
That's
You
what
guys
we're
are
projecting
kill
next
it.
Yeah, they're gonna double, more than double in a year.
What am I going to make on that pre-tax?
I think we're going to be close to $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Out of 1.9, you're going to net $1
Well,
million?
just based on our margins now,
Why don't you have a lot of competitors? I
we
don't get
talk
that.
about it a lot. It's time, it's space, it's know-how.
All right, so I'm in.
For how much?
Hold your horses, Bob. It's a Shark Tank. I love your numbers, but you're only doing 495. Let's round it up, 500,000, and you are basically asking for a valuation of $3 million. That's a sporty valuation.
Not if they're making $1 million in profit next
Well,
year.
wait a second. That assumes everything goes right.
Guys, I'll make it simpler. Look, I think it's a great business for y'all, but it's just not a fit for me right now. Congratulations, man, but I'm out.
The way I see it, the way I look at it,
So I haven't
say,
finished that, Kevin. Oh, sorry.
well,
Go.
Yeah,
I
really.
just give me a moment because I
You don't get
my
a moment.
juices are flowing.
The
I look
problem
at it and say to myself,
with Mark, I think, is that he thought that he's not leasing, like this space belongs to them, so it's not like they are outsourcing space that's out there. They for them to scale, they actually have to buy multiple vans, build multiple vans, and that's very hard because the costs, once you go out of the startup mode, they become really insane. Like you have so many benefits, you need to add so many lawsuits that happen. So the cost structure is not the same when you are small, when you are big, like the cost per unit. So that's one thing that is probably going to quickly become very expensive as they scale.
Yeah.
I should be the third partner at 33 1/3%. I'll give you the 300,000. I want a third of the business because I'm Mr. Wonderful.
Because of Mr. Wonderful. Yeah, that's like another a way to convince founders to sell like a 1/3 of the company. Definitely not. So, and that's exactly what you said. Like, when you grow the company, your expenses will grow as well. Like, it's not gonna keep the same unit. Especially like it's just you guys. They are probably not putting like they're not taking the money they're expecting in terms of their own salaries and etc.
Oh, look, happy Kevin.
So giving like a 1/3 of the company, it's not realistic.
They look very happy. You should always be happy when you get an offer from Mr. Wonderful.
So look, he's trying to gouge. Just come back to me because I was just putting some real numbers on there.
Please.
So
Thank you for the offer.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
thank you for the offer, but piss off.
Thank you for the offer.
Well, let's see.
So what are you going to do, Rohan?
Look, you got to get to a more reasonable and fair valuation on this. A third is too much. I would go for the 300,000. Happy to bring all the sort of marketing muscle and awareness building that this thing needs to have, but I'd want 25%.
Whoa, what's the difference? You get Mr. Wonderful for just a few
I'm
extra
a quarter,
points.
they're 3/4. It's a big delta. If you guys are entertained, let's talk about it. If not, I'm fine to move out. You guys got to pick it or leave it.
You haven't heard from me yet. And who was most excited?
You were very close.
Yeah, the fighting is interesting. It's good when they're really fighting for that.
One shark is out. David and Brett have 2 offers on the table for their designer van business, Boho, but Lori also seems interested.
I think it's super cool. I could see people loving this. I got to think for a minute. I'm going
Well,
to
she
think
thinks
for a
return
minute.
to me
All
for
right,
a
so
minute.
if you guys want feedback, great. If not, I'm happy to
No,
be
they
out.
want more offers, and here comes an offer. I don't think you need a partner at all. I think you need cash. That's it. You've got a plan. You're working the plan. It's going exactly as you had wished it would, probably better. And I do believe your projections that you're going to make $1 million next year. Okay, so I'll give you exactly what you want, $300,000 for 10%, but I'll give it to you in the form of $150 in cash up front and $150 in credit line. And then if the business expands and continues to grow at the same rate, and I see no reason why not, I'll continue to fund the growth. Simple.
Interesting.
That's very good. Like, because it's exactly what they're asking, like the 10%.
And she understands the real estate. So Barbara is from the real estate in New York industry, and she really knows the economics of this. And she just calculated them. You know, they gave her the rent price, they gave her the numbers to generate new real estate. She just crunched the numbers very quickly, and she realized, you know, the margins are huge. So if you're an expert in the industry, she just saw the vision so quickly, and she just moved like to buy because she knows exactly what she's doing.
That's good.
How is that a shocky offer? You're giving them exactly what they wanted.
No, it's not
it's a
exactly what they
loan, half
offer.
is
It's half
debt.
what they offer.
If you're considering debt, I'm far more creative than Barbara is, and I can make you an offer you might find extremely attractive.
You still
How
get the
about I
shocks that way.
loan you the $300,000 at 9% for 2 years, venture debt, and I get 7%
You can walk into a
equity.
bank and get it for less.
Respectfully, we really pride ourselves on being debt-free. We really
So
do.
you don't want to do
Good for
that.
you.
But you were
That's what I
listening to
did too.
Barbara with her debt
Good for you.
deal.
Well, let me make you an offer.
What?
I'll do the 300,000 at 20%, but mine has a caveat. I want a charitable component in this.
To a van?
I would,
For
yes,
what?
to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
van.
The
Like, hear me
homeless
out.
cause.
Hear me out.
Yeah, I hear you.
Give it to
There's
a
a
charity.
lot of homeless people in America.
Absolutely.
I see it constantly because I'm always in just major cities.
We absolutely love that idea. It's something we've been wanting to align with a social cause. We love it. Respectfully, would you be able to go down to 15% with that same offer?
Does
You
that
know
mean you're
that
not
the
considering my offer?
15%
You
is
want my
really
offer?
low.
You want
I would
there?
stick it at the 20.
You know, guys, my offer is really the best offer here because it gives you exactly what you need. And in addition to that, there's nobody here that can market better than me.
Oh, that's
That's true. That's true. Mhm.
Yeah, and this moment you see if the guys really had a plan when they come with like the $300,000 and 10%. You really understand what you're putting on the table, or that was just like I don't know, you throw out of nowhere. So if they are really confident with their plan, they should take like Barbara offer.
There is no one here that you can laugh all you want.
I'm laughing.
There's no one here.
I'm totally laughing.
You shouldn't be overly concerned with debt. You're a profitable company. Take the debt issue off the table. I respect your whole debt-free strategy, but I wouldn't be concerned with these guys. They're not gouging you at 20% interest rate.
Thank you for the business advice.
So I'm the lowest cost.
Oh,
deal if you have to
God.
think about it.
Look at what they did. He just cut him like clean, you know, like look, whatever you're saying, like I don't care. Like we have our own opinion. Like he just cut so clean and like moved along to finish the negotiation. That's so good.
Yeah.
By miles. $300,000 debt at 9% for 2 years, 24 months, and I only want 7% equity.
What was the interest on the loan that you were offering?
Whatever interest I get on the loan, I pass on to you. It's not to make money. It's so that you take off the table the least amount of stock. Because I've been in the position of almost selling a lot of stock, and a few years later
Mine's
realizing
stock, Barbara.
that I made a terrible mistake if I had done the deal.
Why give up
and
10 when
hold
you
on,
give
and
up
I'm a
7?
sweetheart.
You just give up 7.
We can give up. Can I do drum roll, please?
What do you think they're gonna accept?
I think they're gonna go with Barbara. I think Barbara is the one that really understands the real estate business. She's a billionaire because of the real estate. So I'll definitely go with her. Experience is something that's unbeatable, like in any industry.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it looks like that those guys has some connection with the gas shark. I don't know why, but it's
yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
Barbara?
You got it, baby.
Nice. You like deal.
Give
Like
it
that.
smoke,
Like that.
Barbara. Smoke. Nice one, Barbara.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Thank you very much.
Congrats, guys.
Good luck, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, man. So Barbara was a perfect fit for us because she knew we didn't want any debt, and she gave us a way to pay it off quickly.
And Barbara, she knows real estate, so
Totally.
we keep
Exactly.
touting we're mobile
Yeah,
real estate. We're the future of it, so we're glad to have her on board because she's going to take us places.
Yep.
That's the main reason, like she really understands. And the fact that she offered the way she did is because she understands real estate. Real estate is a very cash intensive business. They cannot just sell all the equity because they probably need to raise a lot of money later if they're scaling this. Again, what we were talking about in the beginning of the call, like make sure that you own real estate, you have loads of opportunity to raise money later because it's a very cash intensive business.
Yeah, and if you know your numbers, like you understand how much you can generate, like that would not going to be a problem to you to pay soon. So and they have cash flow, so they can pay all those loans like pretty quick.
Nice. Thank you, everyone. That was another episode. I hope you're liking it. We're going to keep going with those. Please comment, share, and like, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for one more time.
Bye.